Change your diet, change your life, change the planet.
This is Little B. Call her Little B because she got stung by a bee in the nose and it looked funny. Say hi, B. Oof! Oh! You've been stepping in poop. Now my lips are all covered in poop. I'm gonna get cat scratch lip fever. I just got cat scratched in the lips by a sweet little innocent kitten because I wasn't properly protecting myself. So today I'm gonna make a video about protection. Using protection wisely and safely and effectively. Right, B? Right, Little B? You scratched me in the face? Oh, Little B! Oh, Little B! Sweet Little B. I'm back. I had to peroxide alcohol my lips. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so protection. Walls. We love to build walls. We build walls between each other. We build walls to hold the ocean back. We build walls to keep bacteria out. We build walls within ourselves, and sometimes just outside of ourselves. We do this because we think something is going to hurt us, or it may indeed be trying to hurt us, and we build this wall of protection. Well, that could be a good thing, and it can be a bad thing. And I'm going to make a distinction here. The personal walls that we build, those on the surface or those on the inside, those are the most problematic. Because we're keeping ourselves away from the world, from other people, and we're often keeping ourselves away from ourselves. Yeah, that's what depression is. It's a type of wall. It's a type of protection. Now, it can become problematic and it can become an illness, but that's not how it starts. It starts out like a thin layer of ice on a pond, protecting the water underneath, protecting the fish underneath from freezing all the way to the ground. If that were to happen, life on Earth would not be possible because water would freeze right to the bottom. But there's a protective layer on top called ice in the winter, and that keeps the water underneath warmer. It allows for things to survive underneath. So depression can start out as a very positive thing, as this wall of protection. Something happened to me, I'm really vulnerable, I'm really scared, I've been beaten down, whatever it is, I've got to put up some protection, I've got to harden my exterior so that I can't get hurt right now because I need to heal. So I'm going to put up this temporary scab, which is ugly and nasty and hard, but it allows for healing to take place underneath. And if you've ever peeled a scab, and I know you have, nasty, so nasty, you'll notice that it's kind of gushy and mucky and soft underneath. It's not your normal skin. It's softer than your normal skin. So just like an athlete putting on football pads or hockey pads or lacrosse pads, you first need to put on your Under Armour. You need to put on the layers that are going to protect you from that armor. Because not only is the armor hard on the outside, it's also hard on the inside, and we need a buffer. So if you were to take a football player and put the hard plastic padding on them and the hard plastic helmet, but not put any Under Armour underneath, or the do-rag, or even the foam that goes under the pads, and they were to go play a game, yeah, they'd be protected from crushing blows, killing blows, blows that break bones, but their skin would be shredded. They'd be all blistered and raw and scratched and torn up. The vulnerable tissue underneath needs a buffer zone. So they put on layers, and then they have foam under the pads and foam in the helmet, and they wear bandanas or do-rags so that they're protected from this armor, because the armor can also hurt you. So what happens in life is we put up these walls of armor, these walls of protection, but we do it from the outside in. We don't build up to them. We don't put the first layer on, and then the second layer on, and then the foam on. We get reactive and we just throw the wall up as soon as possible. Need to protect myself, need to protect myself. So you go out there into the world with your brand new depression, you're like, hey, look at my depression. Somebody goes, wham! And you're like, oh, that hurt. Oh, I'm scratched, I'm bleeding. Because you didn't do it from the inside out. If we're harsh to ourselves on the inside of the depression, then we're not going to heal. We're just going to keep sinking and sinking and sinking and get beat up and more bloody, because the depression itself is going to do harm to us because we don't have a buffer. We don't have the gentleness. We don't have the softness. So this is my mission in life now, to show people how to grow inside of that depression, how to blossom inside of that depression, how to heal inside of that protective, depressive coat. not to let it hurt you, not to let it harm you. The little steps that I take, the loving parent that I talk about, all of the little tools that I've gone through in this Getting Started series are all about building those soft, gentle, loving, protective, buffering layers that you put on before the outer one is necessary. And sometimes those loving, gentle, buffering layers are enough. Sometimes you don't even need to build the depression because you build up a few of those soft, gentle, loving layers and you're like, you know, I feel better already. I've already healed. Sometimes that's enough. Other people, they're going to need that wall because the world is coming at them and it's harsh and it's ugly. And I know all about that. And I can't let that wall down yet because I'm not fully healed. But as long as I'm growing inside of it, it's not only okay, it's the best choice. So protect yourself from the inside out, not from the outside in. Armor is hard on both sides. So build up that loving, gentle, supportive, healing persona underneath. Take healing steps, take gentle steps, and maybe that'll be enough. All right? See you later. I gotta go find that wild kitten now. Crazy!